Good morning, student. Today we will learn about the zeros of a complex function, and this is a basic and important topic for understanding the complex analysis. So, a complex function. Let we have a function fz be a complex function and a point z not satisfy the condition. Suppose that we have a function and a point which satisfy two conditions. One is the fz is analytic at that point. Okay, it's mean fz is differentiable at that point, fz is exist at that point. And second is fz not equal to 0. That is, if we put the value of the point at the place of z in the function, then the function becomes 0. Then the point is known as the zeros of the function fz. Okay, for example, suppose that we have an example fz equal to 1 minus e to the power z to the power 2. For this function, if we replace e to the power z by 1, then this function becomes 0. It's mean we need all the values of e to the power z at which the e to the power z become 1. So at z equal to 2n pi iota, e to the power z equal to 1, because we know that e to the power iota theta equal to cos theta plus iota sin theta. And if we replace theta by 2n pi, then it is equal to cos 2n pi plus iota sin 2n pi. And for every value n equal to 0, plus minus 1 and plus minus 2 and plus minus 3 and so on, e to the power iota 2n pi equal to 1. For example, let we take n equal to 1. Then if we take n equal to 1, then e to the power 2 pi, e to the power iota 2 pi equal to cos 2 pi plus iota sin 2 pi. And we know that cos 2 pi equal to 1 and sin 2 pi equal to 0, then it is equal to 1. Similarly, if we take n equal to 2, then again e to the power 4 pi equal to 1. If we take n equal to 3, then e to the power 6 iota 6 pi equal to 1. So for every value of z equal to 2n pi iota, e to the power z equal to 1. That is e to the power that is z equal to 2n pi iota is a point at which the function becomes 0. And also fz is analytic at z equal to 2n pi iota. It's mean 2n pi iota is the zeros of fz. Okay, this is the first example of zeros. And second example is, let we take fz equal to sin z, and we know that sin z is a wave function. And for n equal to z equal to n pi, for z equal to n pi, where n equal to 0 plus minus 1 plus minus 2 and so on, for all values of n, f z becomes 0. For example, if we take n equal to 1, then z equal to pi, and we know that sine 180 equal to 0. So z equal to 2 pi sine 360 equal to 0, and z equal to 0 sine 0 equal to 0. It's mean f n pi equal to 0, and z equal to n pi is the zeros of fz. And we also know that for every value of z, the function z equal to sin z is analytic. That is, z equal to n pi is a zeros for fz equal to sin z. This is the process for finding the zeros of a complex function. Okay, thank you.